Hello, student. Good afternoon. I hope all of you are fine. In a previous week, we have discussed our Unit 1 Good Morning. So, I will revise what we discussed and then we will move forward. Okay, okay. So, we have discussed good morning. So, that girl is telling good morning to sky, sun, birds, trees, winds. To all of them, that girl is wishing good morning. Okay, and in last she says that I will be right out to play with you. I will be outside. I will come outside to play with you. So in this poem we have learned that we should wish everyone in a morning good morning. All of this, and also we should wake up early morning. That's what we have learned. Moral of this poem, and we have seen these few new words also: creeping, and I would say awake and gone away. Okay, I hope you have done wrote this poem and you have read it and gone through these new words I have discussed in a class. Later we have seen these exercises, correct? So I will show the exercises we have done here. Why is the children in the poem is happy? So he said that the child in the poem is happy because it is morning now and the night is over, therefore she can talk with the sky, the sun, trees, bees, etc. Okay, so in a poem, child is happy because it can wish morning because it is a morning, so she can wish that sky, sun, trees, bees, etc. and she can talk with them good morning like that way. Okay. And next we have seen to whom does the child say good morning. We have seen that the child says good morning to the sky, the sun, wind, birds, trees, grass and bees. To all of them, child is wishing good morning. And next we have seen what does the child want to do. After waking up in the morning, after getting fresh herself, what child wants to do. So we have answered that the child wants to play out in the company of the sky, wind, birds, bees, etc. To all of them, with them, sky, wind, girls or our child in a poem wants to play out. Later we have seen the talk time. In that, in the good morning I say good morning, at night I say good night, a dog say wow wow, and cow say moo moo. So here our task was say good morning in your own language to your friend and your teacher. I had asked you to write it down in your word. I'm considering that you might have wrote it. So also I have wrote answer here also. That answer first your friend, how you wish your friend. I say good morning Hardik. In a place of Hardik you can place your friend's name or any family member name, anyone. And the second is your teacher. In that you can say that I say good morning to sir or madam or Rahul sir, Sanjay sir, anything you can write it down in a place of sir. Later we have seen that how would you wish them when you leave school in the evening. So how you will wish your teacher and friends when you leave school in the evening, when you left the school. Before that, how you wished your friend and teachers, that also we have discussed. So here I have answered in my word. I requested you to write it down in your word, but I will again repeat this. When I leave school, I say goodbye friends to all of my friends, and I say goodbye ma'am to my teacher. Goodbye ma'am, in a place of ma'am you can write it down. If sir is there, then you can say sir. I say goodbye sir to my teacher. Like that way you can write it down the answer. Later we have discussed that word building. Let's say aloud. Find words in the poem which rhyme with bees, day and two. So we have found three words: bees, trees. So both are rhyming. Bees, trees, like that way. So rhyming. It's like a poem in which it is fitting with match. It gives some rhyme. It gives some flow of speaking, like bees trees days away to you. So we have seen that three words: bees trees day away to you. So these all three are a rhyming word. One set bees tree, this is a one set, and I will fill in a different color each one, so you can easily answer, identify it. Okay, so here we have seen, I will mark it down as a different color. Suppose this is a bees, it is not visible, let me change it. Bees trees day away, second rhyming is day away, and to you, that is also one kind of rhyming. Okay, so yeah, now you see the set of rhyming words: bees trees day away and to you. This also we have seen. Next, what we have seen, that you student need to draw in your notebook, in your book, in the blank space, what you see in a daytime and what you see in a night time. Okay, so daytime, what you see: sun and trees or sunlight, and in a night time you see moon and stars. All of that you can see in a night time. Also in a daytime you can see birds also. So I ask you to write it down here. I am considering you might have wrote it down there. So again I will write down the answers here. What we see here is the sun. Okay, okay, the text color is not visible, let me change it. Sun. Okay, so you wrote it down, sun. I will enlarge the text. First you saw sun. Okay, what you next saw after sun? You can see that birds also you can see. Correct? Birds. And next, in a night time, what you students see? When you observe your night, what you will see? There is a moon. And again, what is the second thing you can see there in a night time? That is stars. Okay, so I am considering you might have wrote it down, but I am writing down what I see in a daytime or night time. You should write what you see in a daytime or night time. Mostly we see that in a daytime sun rises, so we see sun, and birds are flying or sitting on a trees. You have observed that one, because when you look out from your window on tree or you in a sky, you see that birds are flying or birds may be sitting, and sun already rised. Okay, so in a daytime what you see? Sun and birds, and in a night time what you see? Moon and stars. Correct? So all of these four things you can see, means this daytime two things you see, in night time two things you see. So this I asked you to write down. I hope you have noted down or you have wrote it down, and try to draw this picture and fill with a color. And these are the two answers. Until here we have discussed in our previous lecture. Remaining two top points we are going to discuss here, that are team time. So dinner, what do we call it? Dinner, when we in a night whatever we had, that is our, whatever we eat, that is our dinner. It means like in your when in a night time your parents prepares for something for food, that is our dinner. Okay, so some few lines are there, we will speak loud, all of together we can read it. That this is mud. Mud means in a rain season, monsoon season, you see the sand and water mix. That time some thick paste will create of water and street of that mud. That is our mud. Okay, sand and our sand and water when mixed, that creates a thick paste, that is mud. Okay, that there will be mud. A big fat worm like in the mud lives in the mud. So what happens in a mud? Big fat worm. What is worm? Small size species is there, like a creature, that is our, that we call it as a worm. Here you see the pictures of it, that is a worm. So this picture shows is a worm. Okay, so I have boxed it, that is a worm. Okay, a leaf falls in the mud. What happens? One tree, one leaf. From tree, one leaf falls in a mud, in the mud. It is the worm's dinner. That is the worm's dinner. The leaf, that fat worm will eat that leaf. That is its dinner. Okay, what is the worm's dinner? That is a leaf fall from tree. What is our dinner? That our parents prepare the food, sabji and chapati, flat bread. Those things are our dinner, which we will eat in the night time with your parents. When you sit together, all of family member, all of your parents, your siblings, and you yourself, all sit together and had some food of flat bread, vegetables, salads, milk, all of these things you eat in a night time. That is our dinner. And what is a worm dinner? That is our leaf fall from tree. That is a that fat worm food. Okay, so there is a one task given here. Form a group. Tell each other interesting thing you have seen in the garden one day. So here we cannot gather a team. We cannot gather a group. So I would ask individual to observe your surrounding in a daytime, or you might have went in a garden maybe sometime. So what you student need to do here, whenever you go in a future, or you might have went in a past, so you might have observed some things like some mosquito is flying, some birds are flying, or wind are rustling to the leaf of a plant, tree or plant. So you observed all of the different things, so you need to write it down. Okay, if your siblings are there elder than you can discuss with them that I have seen this kind of here. When I went in a garden, I have seen that the small worm was running around, or you can say dog was running around the garden, or birds were birds were flying in the garden, something like that. You can discuss whatever you observed in the day when you went in the garden. You discuss with your sibling or your friends, or in school friends, whichever you can discuss. Try to discuss, or if you can't discuss, write it down in your word and let me know. Okay, I will give you this task to you in your homework. From team time, you have to write down the interesting thing you have seen in the garden one day. Okay, so you student, write this down. Observe what you observe your surrounding. That thing, different point you need to write down. Okay, and the next is song time. We will sing this lyrics. Okay, the song lines are there which we sing, that we call it as the lyrics. So here we are just going to sing this song. Okay, I like to sing when the sun is shining. Tra la la la, tra la la la. I like to sing when the sun is shining. Tra la la la, tra la la la. So here what says that I like to sing when sun is shining. When sun shines, when sun rise, I like to sing. I want to sing. Tra la la la, tra la la la. But that is a rhyming with that is we are adding some tuning here in a song. I like to sing when sun is shining. Again the same meaning, when sun shines, sun rise. I want to sing. I like to sing. I love to sing. I want to sing that time. Tra la la la, tra la la la. So you student try to sing this. I like to sing when the sun is shining. Tra la la la, tra la la la, like that way. Okay, okay, student. So all of you student try to sing this and try to do this homework what you observed in when you went in a garden, or you in the COVID situation you cannot go in a garden. So what you do from your home, whatever you observe in your surrounding, what is the fan is running or a pigeon is sitting your window, it is looking like what we are doing, it is looking to us, or I say to good morning to pigeon or birds, any birds is there, or any dog are there, whatever you observed in your surrounding, you just note it down, you just write it down in your own word. Don't think that I will what I will write, what I should wrong, maybe I will write wrong. So if you are wrong in a writing down, you will correct it, you will learn something that what is your mistake. But if you write, then only you will get to know that what is your mistake, what you did wrong in what you observed in that. Okay, so I request you all student that at least for once you just write it down whatever you observe in your word, not your parent says, your sibling. You can take their help to discuss over the point. Okay, what is the point we can write down, what we should write down, that you can discuss, but you try to write down in your notebook with your own word. What it helps to you, it will help you to observe the thing. If you are wrong, I will correct you and you can understand what mistakes you students are doing. So I request you all write down all the surrounding observed thing. Okay, so here we have finished our good morning exercises. We have gone through it. What are the I have explained all the exercise. So in homework you just write down the whole exercise. Okay, now till now we have discussed what we discussed. Unit 1, good morning. In that a poem we have discussed what, how we say good morning to all of that thing, what is the moral we have learned. We have gone through exercise, some questions are there that we have discussed. Talk time, what are the rhyming words are there, what we observed. We have seen what is a team and how we do in a team time. What is team time means when you 3 4 students are together and that time you are discussing like all of group are same, means all of member are thinking in the same way and all of together, like two team are there. Suppose you are in a cricket, you are playing cricket, so there will be two team. So when you are giving your full effort, full energy to playing a win the match, that time that you played cricket as a team. So team is when all of the group member work with same goal, that is a team. Okay, so we have seen team time and song time. Here our unit 1 poem gets finished and the next topic comes the magic garden. We will discuss up to our time we have, and later we will move in the next lecture. We will finish the understanding of the magic garden. Okay, and what is the moral of it. So what I will do, First, we will discuss what you see in a screen. That much only we will discuss. Remaining part we will discuss in our next lecture. So first I will read it, then I will explain it. Okay. The Magic Garden. Okay. What is the Magic Garden? The Magic Garden was in a school playground. It was very pretty. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. The sunshine fell on this garden more than on any other, and the flowers danced and sang happily. They said to one another, "We have hundreds of little gardeners." They were the children from the school. One sunny morning, the flowers were talking to the birds. "I love all the children, but I love the dear little ones most of all," said a poppy. "I like them to bring their watering cans and my thirsty roots. Waters, water my thirsty roots." Okay, so I will explain now one. If you have a doubt, you can ask me. So I will be little slow here to get you understand about the Magic Garden. The Magic Garden was in a playground. So here the first word comes, that is Magic Garden. Okay. So I will write down here what is our the Magic Garden. We are going to have a discuss on the Magic Garden. I will, okay. We are going to discuss the Magic Garden. The Magic Garden. Okay. So here, if you see, the Magic Garden was in a playground. So student, you might have seen in our school or your school outside there is a garden. That is that kind of garden. So in the pictures also you see there is a school. See, this is a school. Okay, I have green mark those things. That is a school, and this is our garden. This is our garden. So you understood what garden we are talking? The garden which is outside the school, that is our Magic Garden. So here these two, magic and garden, is our new word. So let me explain the meaning of those words. That I will write it down here. So you note down those meaning of the words, and we should learn those new words. Okay. First word is a magic. What is a magic? Magic. What is a magic? Magic is like some trick. Like you took one coin in your hand and you take your hand back side and do something and open. So in your both hand, if there is no coin, so you did some kind of trick. You know you cannot disappear the coin, but you might have had somewhere. That is a kind of a trick. That is a magic. So your friend will say, "Oh, you did that kind of magic. You can do that kind of magic." So that is the meaning of a magic. We can say that an illusion. Illusion means magic, which you see from your eyes, but that is not exactly happened. That coin, I show you some magic that you took coin in your hand and you just disappeared the coin. So you did some trick. Okay, some kind of a trick you might have done. Okay, so that is one kind of a magic here. Okay, that is a magic. You did something illusion that people cannot see from their eyes. That is an illusion. You cannot see that how I hided that coin. So that is an illusion. That is a trick that we call it as a magic. And the next word is a garden. We have seen. So what is the meaning of a garden? An out area containing one or more types of plants. So when you went to the playground or somewhere, you might have seen that there are lots of flowers, plants, trees are there. Okay, so those kind of area, those kind of region, we call it as a garden. An out area containing one or more type. There will be one or more type, number of types, different plant, that we will call it as a garden. And our garden is in a school playground. So school playground is our garden. It was very pretty. It was beautiful. Pretty means beautiful, lovely. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. So this kind of a sunflower and a rose. This is a rose. This is a sunflower. Like different kind of flower are stood high against the wall. So those are stood like growed, grown. Means those flower are already grown means they already grow. So those kind of flowers are high against the wall. Those kind of flower are against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. So here three new words are there: marigolds, poppies, and pansies. Okay. So I will write down these three word meaning here. So first is marigold. Okay, marigolds. So what is the marigolds? So okay, what is the marigolds? Yellow or reddish flowers. Okay, the flowers which has a yellow or reddish color, those kind of flower we call as a marigold. So here in our poem, if you see these are the flowers. Okay, see here, if you see here, there is a yellow color and some reddish color are there. If you see here, this is a reddish color. Okay, so those kind of flower we call it as a marigold. Second word is poppies. What is the meaning of that? Any plant with often red petals and milky juice. Any plant with often red petals and milky juice. So one word is there, petals. You might have not understood. I will write down that meaning also. What is the meaning of petals? One of the component part of the flower. Okay, so what is the meaning of petals? Petals mean if any flower is there, so that flower part, some kind of a leaf or a flower one part is there, like this is a flower. So if you see this one or this one, those are a flower part. So those part we call it as a petals. So what is the meaning of poppies now? That any plant with often red petals and milky juice. Any plant which has a red petals, like flower has some part that is a petal, so those petals has a red color and they have a milk type of white juice. Suppose this is our flower which has a red petals, and if you see in that plant, if you touch that plant, so it will give a red milky juice, white color juice. So those kind of flower we call it as a poppies. And we have seen the marigolds also. Okay, yellow and reddish flower, those we call it as a marigold. So now the last word meaning is pansies. Ponsi. Okay, what is the last word is pansies, sorry. Pansies, what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of pansies? One, sorry, a small horses. Small horses. Okay, some kind of small horse is there, that we call it as a pansies. Okay student, you understood what is the meaning of pansies? No. What is small kind of horse you mean? Correct. I am considering you might not understood. You have seen the horses, right? If small horse is there, too small, that kind of horse we call it as a pansies. You student, read this word. Or in other word I will say, you can say a small horse also, but as per our poem we will discuss the different meaning. A cultivated variety of viola with brightly colored flower. See, if there is a horse with small size, that is also a pansies, but in our chapter we are discussing about the flower. So pansies the different meaning. Second meaning is a cultivated variety of a viola with brightly colored flower. So here we will take the meaning of pansies as discussed in our chapter. So what is the meaning of pansies? A cultivated variety of viola with brightly colored flower. Okay, so student, please read these words, then we will move forward. Okay student, I hope you all of have read this. Okay, magic, that is kind of a trick. Garden, which has a one or more than types of a plant. Marigold, yellow or reddish flowers. Poppies, any plant with often red petals and milky juice. Petals, what is the meaning of petals in there? Petal is a some component or some part of a flower. Part of a flower means flower has a some leaf, small leaf. If rose you see, there is a one leaf, you can depart from, you can take it from that flower portion, you can took it out, you can plunk it out from there. So those part we will call it as a that plunk part, or a different parts of a rose, that we call it as a petals. So some simple part of a flower we call it as a petals. Pansies means cultivated variety of viola and brightly colored flower. Viola is a one kind of flower, okay, which has a violet color. What is a viola? It is a some kind of flower which is a violet color. So viola is one some kind of a flower, okay, which is bright. Okay, see, suppose this is our viola color flower we can consider. Okay, so those are the words you need to understand. Okay, so the magic garden was in a school playground. It was very pretty. Sunflowers and roses stood high against the wall. There were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. So we discuss only one paragraph. Okay. So as I am not moving further here, I will just revise the previous topic to you student, and in our next lecture we will try to finish this whole part. Okay, if it is not, then we will take one more lecture and we will finish it off. Okay, so what we discussed, what is the meaning of a poem, what is the moral of a poem. We have discussed the exercise of a unit 1 poem. Now we moved for unit 1 story part. In a story part, what is our title? The magic garden. In the magic garden, what we discussed, that magic garden in a school playground, it was very pretty. Sunflower and roses stood high against the wall, and there were also marigolds, poppies, and pansies. So this magic garden part we will discuss, remaining part we will discuss in our next lecture. So till now whatever discuss, try to understand, write it down. If you have a doubt, attach with your homework. I will go through it and I will write down explanation, and I will let you know what you should do on your doubt. Okay, please find homework from our upload, from our portal where we submit the homework. And also, if you don't find it, don't understand homework there, then please find the homework in our study material part. In there I will write down the homework with the title, and there will be today's date, which our lecture date. On that date there is a homework PDF will be there. You write down those homework and understand it. Okay student, see you on a next class. Okay, thank you.